Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
So this particular video that I'm about to show you has been trending all over the internet. Now, it's from a woman on TikTok by the name of Tigress is a Verb. She was at the Goodwill store with her son and maybe her mother. I'm not sure, it was an older woman there with her. Her son was trying on a coat, and when it became time to pay for the coat, I guess she was accused of switching the prices on the coat. And the police were called there in Concord, North Carolina, and this is what happened. Check it out.
I'd like to get a report then. Let's go ahead and get your card. Let's get your card. Let's get your card. Oh, it's cute.
Hi. You ain't doing nothing to me.
It's cute. And you're not going to yell at me. Let's be very clear.
This is not yelling.
You're not going to yell at me. You're not going to even act like you. I am.
This is how you're going to conduct yourself?
And you're a cop, and this is how you're going to conduct yourself to come here.
Like an adult.
You're not treating me like an adult.
I am treating you like an
You
adult.
actually thought that it was going to be appropriate to then try to gut me very quickly. You have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do.
I'm talking to you like an adult.
You do. I can see it in your
Okay,
eyes.
so
I'm not an
you're a lawyer
idiot.
and
No,
you
there is no
conduct yourself.
Number one, at this
Okay,
point,
stop.
there's nothing else.
Stop.
There is no
Stop.
stop.
Or
There is
you're
no
going to be
stop.
arrested.
There is no stop.
Stop or you're going to be arrested.
There's
I'm
nothing
telling
to
you
be
right now.
arrested for.
You are.
There's nothing to be arrested for, and I want a
need to stop.
supervisor.
This is my supervisor.
Thank you.
Whoa.
You are the problem. No, there is no whoa.
lower your voice,
I can literally yell. Exactly. That's my point. As a lawyer, you don't get to decide whether or not you have. I am. How dare you? I'm literally not going to allow white men to come around and, you thought what you thought was not going to happen.
So as you saw there, it got pretty heated between Tigress and the police officer there. And he kept yelling at her, stop. And she was like, no, there is no stop. And he said, I'm going to arrest you. And she says, for what? Yelling? I could yell. I'm not breaking the law, right? That's kind of what she was alluding to. Of course, the supervisor came up and tried to subjugate her even further. And she let them know that she was not having any of it. Now, the woman in the store named Anna, for whatever reason, again, she thought that she, being Tigress, switched the prices. Sounds like the coat in question was either $9.99 or $6.99. Okay. But why this video is making the rounds is because people was like, well, they didn't know she was a lawyer. And maybe kind of when they found out she was a lawyer, it kind of brought them down a notch or two. That's kind of what it seemed like, but it wasn't much. They were still trying to subjugate her. And so big ups to Tigress for knowing her rights and all of that. Now, this is where the rubber is going to meet the road for us. Okay. Now, especially somewhere in North Carolina where it tends to be a little bit on the southern side of things. And we know that in a lot of those southern states, they don't really like black people too much. Never have and never will. Now, this is the thing. Yes, Tigress is a lawyer, so I would imagine she knows the laws more than the average citizen. Good for her. But I would not advise anybody, okay, to go back and forth with police officers the way that she did. You know, take it down a notch or two. You could still tell them, hey, by the way, I'm a lawyer. I'm trying to figure out what was going on. Now, I know police officers, they be on 100, right? They like Rambo in every situation for the most part. But still, that is not the happy ending that most black people in America get. Take somebody like Philando Castile. He didn't even get a chance to even identify himself, right? Before the police officer shot him to death as he was in the car with his girlfriend and their child, right? So that's, again, I know somebody's going to say, well, you just can't be letting the police. Yeah, I get all of that. But they kind of rule the school here, right? Black people ain't got no rights that they're going to respect. Even though they say, no, black people got rights. Hence the words that they are going to respect. They just don't respect black life or black anything. And so again, I'm saying big ups to her for knowing the law. I'm just telling y'all, I know a lot of people saw that video and you got a little bit of courage going on. I don't want y'all to think for a moment that y'all can go verbal toe-to-toe with police officers and win. That is not how it works all the time. We saw somebody like George Floyd. He was as nice as he could with Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck, trying to plead his case. That didn't work. Now, I'm also admonishing Tigress just a little bit because you had your son there with you. Lady, you had your son there with you. It would have been a horrible thing if he would have watched his mama get, slammed on the ground and hog-tied and even worse, right? See, because that's the kind of stuff I think about. Like, what is this going to cost me? If I was in Tigress's shoes, I would have been annoyed and very angry. I'm not going to lie, right? I'm not going to sit up here and say, I would have said, no, I would have been mad. I would have been heated, but I would have thought about my child and all of the other people who did not even have half a chance to express themselves that way and that are no longer here, right? Tamir Rice, poor kid, didn't even know what hit him. He was, taken out of here within seconds. He never even knew what was going on, right? So he didn't get a chance to plead his case and say, hey, by the way, officer, this is a fake gun. It's a toy gun. He didn't get a chance to do that. So again, I'm just telling y'all, wow. She did nothing wrong, right? She didn't do anything wrong. She was within her rights. But when police show up, and especially when they show up like that, that ain't the time to be trying to get them all together and all that other stuff. Take it to court if it needs to go there. Take it above their heads if it needs to go there. Call the Goodwill corporate office and say, hey, you got an employee here accusing customers of price tag switching. And she's wrong, and she called the police on me, and I don't think she needs to work there if she's going to accuse people of stealing that are not stealing. You know what I'm saying? There's protocols and ways to do it, but don't do it that way. That's all I'm saying. Now, I know somebody going to take issue with what I said. Hey, it's a free country for the most part. Do what you will with that. But I'm telling you, if it was me, I'm not going to be having no verbal fisticuffs with no officer. My job is to get whatever it is, whether it's a ticket and I fight it in court or explain my situation. But my job is to get me and my child, and if that was her mama, and my mama in my vehicle safely so that we can make it to live or whatever to see another day. But anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show here.